Hey everybody, it's the coach. You're tuned in to Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we'll see the most valuable player of 2018, Patrick Mahomes, and the Kansas City Chiefs, as they take on the third-year man, Mitchell Trubisky, and the NFC North champion, Chicago Bears. I'll join you again at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from earlier this afternoon. But for now, it's Sunday Night Football. And on the call, as always, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, the sun is set in Chicago. The temps have dipped and will continue to do so. Jacket and blanket weather. It's that time of year at Soldier Field. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we, as the Bears get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Seated next to Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, this one featuring a couple of playoff teams from a season ago, back at it again in 2019.
And we both felt the confidence from both of these teams, right? They feel like they will be back in the playoffs again, but they shouldn't be overconfident. 7 teams last year made the playoffs that didn't make it the previous year, so you're not assured of going back year after year.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Quarterback Mitchell Trubisky leading out the Chicago Bears. Former number 2 overall pick out of Carolina. Big improvements in year 2 for Trubisky. Touchdown spiked from 7 to 24. Yards per game went up by almost 50. And, of course, most importantly, the Bears went from 5 wins to 12 and an NFC North title. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run with a third-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. And let's take a look at the Bears offense.
Running back Tariq Cohen brings us all to our feet when he's on the field because you never know how they're going to utilize him. In 2018, was able to run, throw, and catch a touchdown pass. And in addition, was a 2018 Pro Bowl return specialist for the NFC. The human joystick makes everything better when he's on the field.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. The screen pass here to Cohen. Oh, fighting off the defender. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure they didn't give up much run after catch.
So here are the Chiefs now under their veteran head coach, Andy Reid. They'll be led out by the MVP of the National Football League in 2018, the former Texas Tech Red Raider, Patrick Mahomes.
Just 2 weeks left in the regular season, so not many opportunities left. But I've got to tell you, I think he's had an MVP type of a season, and I just hope that everyone who votes doesn't go to sleep and already have their ballots cast.
I think there are a couple others in the national media who feel that way, too. You and I have been discussing this race since the calendar hit December, as have many other, but I think it's going to take 8 big quarters for him to truly have consideration. So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. Mahomes going to throw. Got his man. That's Mecole Hardman, the rookie. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards the pickup there. Hardman, the 2nd-round pick out of Georgia, really showcased his speed at the... Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman. Touchdown number 22 on the season. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. The Bears pick weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 40, past the 20. And he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Quick pass out to Miller. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Open man there is Patterson, complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 14 yards into Chicago, 1st down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. The rushing numbers last week for Cohen. 14 carries, 109 yards.
And the way they ran the ball last week has to bring a smile to the faces of the entire coaching staff, because not only are they seeing a back pile up yardage, they're seeing an offensive line in sync, and that bodes well this late in the season.
It's a gain of 35.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape, because you know he's a heck of a player, but he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Now it's Trubisky. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, Trubisky. This one into the hands of Burton. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Let's go!
So the Chiefs offense heads out. There's a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that #1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to play, doesn't it? Because now you're not just the coach talking about it, it's team talking about it to each other, supporting each other, carrying each other along, because having that #1 seed means everything in the NFL.
It does. So even though the division title's clinched, shouldn't take the foot off the gas.
No, not at all. Play it all the way through. I think we've seen that in recent years in the NFL. The teams that play to win each and every game, they're the ones to deal with in the playoffs.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Well, with Damian Williams, it's notable that the Chiefs didn't make a play to go after a big-time running back in the offseason. The coaching staff said back in May they didn't want running back by committee. They trusted Williams to be their starter. You remember last year he was forced into the starting role the final 3 games of the season due to attrition, and he really excelled. And then he was excellent in the playoffs against the Colts and Patriots. Strong indicator that he was ready to be the bell cow. From the 27, Mahomes completes it to Hardman. He's already topped his receiving output from a week ago, and we're just in the first quarter as that's a first down. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10, and he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Khalil Mack, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. On 2nd down, Williams. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. This is caught. Watkins. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Sammy Watkins with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. That's one of those long drives where not only do you score, but you really tire out the defense, too.
That's a great point, because now they've been on the field for a long time. Them going to the bench, trying to make adjustments, trying to figure things out, but they'll do so fatigued.
Flush to his right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Tried to roll out, make a play outside of the pocket, but couldn't get it done.
When you don't have a lot of space for your receivers to operate, and down there it's really condensed when you're snapping the ball from the 2-yard line, rolling out, you extend the play, but you don't necessarily open up better avenues for people. And on that play, there's just nowhere to go with the ball, and you end up getting sacked.
Now this, of course, the final Sunday night game of the year. All-day games in Week 17, 13 in the early window. Among them, you've got Steelers, Ravens, Dolphins, Pats, Saints and Panthers, Chiefs, Chargers, just to name a few. And then 3 more in the late afternoon out west, Raiders, Broncos, Cards and Rams, and Niners, Seahawks. And then that's it for the 2019 regular season. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Trubisky, it's complete. It's Miller. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. On 3rd down, Trubisky. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
This is taken at about the 14. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
I got him. You got
first down, Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. Roquan Smith, fresh off a solid rookie campaign, in on the tackle for Chicago. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A first down there on a pickup of 25. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Finding Hardman here over the middle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Hey, 43, 15.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes under pressure, and he will go down. Sack back at the 38.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
Delay of game, offense.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Butker, what a pickup he's been for Kansas City the last 2 years. Remember, he was drafted by Carolina to be the eventual successor to Graham Gano. That didn't pan out. Casey got him as a free agent. He's been really good.
Yeah, Gano said, oh no, I'm keeping my job. But Butker found his home in Kansas City, a franchise record for points scored in his first 2 seasons.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field in this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Rolling to his right. He's going to take off with it. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And it's taken in at the 9. A minute 52 to play until halftime. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Williams. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. Mahomes now on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. After the interception, here's Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Throwing here, Trubisky. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Tariq Cohen out of the backfield. And now it's 3rd down.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half. Unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A very solid gain of 27. Trubisky now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Trubisky will throw. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll make it 2nd down. They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7. Again, it's Trubisky. He's got Burton here. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
We got 3.
On 3rd and 1, it's Trubisky to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Now a timeout coming here defensively, as on 4th down, may as well make him punt it. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
So we have reached halftime with... And, okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Pinheiro now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked out.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Damian Williams. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some... They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Anthony Hitchens, 2nd in the AFC in tackles last year, there to bring him down. 2nd and 5 now. Trubisky, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he'll be marked down all the way inside the KC 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. 1st down, a run with Cohen. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
From the 27, Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's...
After review of the play, the ruling on the field
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down and needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down. And they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down. But guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
Throw left side complete. It's Hodges. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up. On 2nd and goal, standing alone in the backfield is Williams. To throw, it's Mahomes. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Pass interference. Defense.
So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. There was no going through the progressions on that. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken near the 13. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Onto the field now come the Bears. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Now on 2nd and 13, Trubisky. He's got the hook up to Miller. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
The screen pass here to Cohen. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 44-yard line.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down. I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On 2nd down now, it's Cohen. Looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Trubisky underneath to the tight end Burton. And he's taken down inside the 30. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 29-yard line.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations. But a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
On 2nd and 11 now, Trubisky, and he'll complete this one to Patterson. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Draw play here. Trubisky gives to Cohen. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Play action. Now Trubisky. And that's caught for a Bear touchdown. It's the tight end, Trey Burton. Trey Burton with touch. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. A beautiful fake, and they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City 1st.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Mahomes now to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. The Chiefs on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring it up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 24-yard line. Mahomes now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
Sack, baby. Sack, baby.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. Mike 5'9". Mike 5'9". They can't hit. 59's Mike. 59's Mike. Check. 59. Yellow. Check 43. Alpha.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And that will be incomplete.
That's it, baby.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
And they'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Now Trubisky sliding out of the pocket. Now he'll pull it down. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 34-yard line.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the 1st down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Here's Trubisky to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zach Brown in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the end. And the pressure gets to him again. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Bears with a football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now it's Trubisky. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. A little bit of daylight on that 1st down run sets them up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Now Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Mahomes firing complete. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Let's go!
To throw is Mahomes. Flushed out right. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run it with Williams. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
Would be really...
It's over.
43!
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Joshua Perkins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage.
Mike. 180. Mike. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. They go play action. Trubisky. Now Trubisky lost the football. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Taken in at the 22. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time. Hey, alert 3.
Mahomes going to throw it here. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. He was looking for Watkins that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
You got nothing. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Here we go. Check him out. Check the cut.
Yellow.
Mike 5'9".
Throwing now is Mahomes. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.